All right, guys, good morning. Just getting some behind the scenes stuff set up. All right, so good morning. Just getting it all set up. Make sure this is muted so we don't have feedback. All right, we are doing Free Friday. Let's head on over, set this up. Sorry, with my girls home, getting ready to go on a trip. All right, everything is looking good. So let's get ready to rumble. Just kidding. All right, good morning. We've got produce up. We will talk about that later, but let's get into it for today. So I always start off, no matter what, I start off with creating the halt levels for the day. Today we might see a nice move. They tend, from the past, they tend to always take it down the 2 days prior to Apple and Amazon's earnings, and then boom, they reverse it and they bring it back up. So today's price action, really not a surprise to me whatsoever. Let me just clean up over here. All right. If you guys are joining live for the first time, please hit like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. If you have a particular stock that you would like to check out, please feel free to put it in the chat. I will review it after I create the list. Every morning I am creating the day trading watch list that I use personally, checking out the levels, the active movers for the day, whether it is, earnings or not. We had Apple with their earnings last night and Amazon. And all right, so we've got the limits right there. Let me just hit this, pull this down. All right, limits. Ever since March of 2020, hey, let's get prepared, right? So fear and greed. Where are we on the fear and greed index today? I also checked this. Tends to be an inverse indicator. All right, we pulled back a little bit. But hey, guess what? We're still in extreme greed. And isn't it interesting? Why is it fear and greed? Why isn't it advancing and declining? Right? Why does it have to be fear and why does it have to be greed? All right, let's look at this. Today's announcements, 8:30. So in 7 minutes, we have the U.S. unemployment rate right here, average earnings, and unemployment. So really, only at 8:30 today are going to be our announcements to potentially disrupt the flow of movement. So we will just sort of hold back a little bit. And good morning, Troy. Troy, no, it might be abbreviated watch list on the website for the next 2 weeks. I will message you why, just to give you a heads up. Do you have any stock in particular you'd like to check out, Troy? I'm waiting just a couple minutes while we have the announcements come out, because if I map everything out, then you know what's going to happen, right? It's going to go crazy, and we're going to have a big move, and then we won't be able to, then the trades will have already happened. All right, so let's look at the dollar. Let's just do a general overview. So the dollar on the 24-hour came up to the 161. It keeps testing and rejecting right there. So is this going to be a test and reject mode as well over here? Potentially. Why is I used to have a fib on here. The GAN fan. Why is that not showing up? It's weird. Oh, because I have it hidden. That would be why. All right. So GAN fan, we almost came and tested it right here. Pulling back a bit. Good morning, Roger. All right, we'll check out your stocks while we're waiting for the announcements. Let's look at silver. So silver came back to that 161. Hey, look, we hit the 161 here. On the dollar, do you see how they play a role, right? Tend to be a nice reversal zone. Gold is still in this upward trend, right? But we're hitting that 28 exponential. All right, Roger, I know you love AMD. How are you, Roger? All right, let's look at AMD for Roger. Since he called it out first, he was not shy. What's interesting is we have the Russell down. The Russell is down 34 cents and the VIX is down 44 cents. Everything else is advancing today. All right, so over here we sort of have we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. We're just sort of churning sideways right now. And Roger loves AMD. So let's map it out for Roger. Roger, reminder that it might change after the next 3 minutes. So just a heads up on that. But it looks like if we go above 114.50 or below 113.40. All right. Let's see. Let me move this over. That's what I need to do. Move that so I can see the chat better. Gotcha, Roger. No worries. All right, let's look at snow and dash. All right, so snow for Troy. Snow on the daily looks like we're in a bit of a downward trend. Did hit that 161 and 200 and retraced. So is this going to be the reversal? High volume, seller's exhaustion, reversal, potential move up, maybe a test up to 172 today if it were to surge higher, 173, but really 174. So the upward side target, I would use ultimate 174.33, downward 165.69 and 164.50. So on the intraday here, I'd use 169 and 171.20. And Dash. Just got some sort of email about Dash. My bank is offering free Dash service, something. So big wiki earnings day here. It looks like maybe they took it up, took it down. I don't know. Didn't trade it, didn't map it that day. But for now, not that much volume, right? But I would say below 85.40. Oh, hold on. Let's just go pre-market for today. Even better, right? 86 and 85.60. All right. Do we have the announcements out yet? Pending, pending, pending. Good morning, Brenda. Yeah, free Friday, first Friday. I remembered. Scatterbrained as my mind has been in packing up. All right, so unemployment change, that's Canada. Canada, non-farm employment down, unemployment rate down. So let's see what it's doing over here. All right, we're moving up a bit. let's come on over to the chart. You're very welcome. All right, it's working right off the bat. Okay, so moving to the upside, big volume, we have Amazon. What? Yeah, you're going to summer camp. So my daughter's like, are we going to summer camp today? Yes, yes you are. So I'm about Tesla. Oh, look, we already did AMD. Thank you, Roger. We already did some work. D-Dog, Datadog. Nice 6% gap today. And DraftKings as well. Big gaps. Let's see, what's the biggest changes for today? Let's just look at it. USM, US Cellular, that is very low float. If you wanted to trade that, that's another one to check out. Net, Cloudflare is also up 9%. You know what? I'm going to take off Tesla and put on Cloudflare. Snow, there you go. All right, well, we already did Snow too. And Roblox. And I did this. All right. Oh, the party was actually last Saturday, Brenda. So it was good. Snow doesn't have that much volume. Net doesn't have that much volume just yet. But, oops, this is what I want right there. Okay. So let's sort this properly. Why are they out of sort? Interesting. Okay, QS, QuantumScape. Pretty big change there. Lower cost, easier for many to trade. Apple, of course, is going to be on the list today. IEP, Icon Enterprises, down 25% today. Look at that. And FTNT, Fortinet. What's going on with those? Right? PBR, Coin, XPEV, Walmart, STM Micro. There we go. All right. Let's bring it back. No peekaboo, Brenda. No peekaboo. I also wanted to give you guys a quick heads up. So why do I have food in the background? Let's go, wait here. Let's come back over here and I'm going to pull it up down below. And I'm going to show you why. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Okay. Let's go here. The reason why I have this up is because when we look at oil, right? Oil was way up here June of 22. And then it came back down. Maybe I can add it right here. So if we put the food index on, what's it called? P food. Let's see, P food. No. Okay, so I can't add it. So when we're looking at food, right? We look at this index. Let me bring it up to 22, bring it similar, right? We had April and we had high food costs, and then January of 23, we started to see a bit of an increase. Hey, what happened here? We started to see it move up December, right? It started to move up. So now we see June and this is moving up. And what happens with the cost of goods, right? With the cost of goods, with transportation, getting things to the store for you to be able to purchase it, likely this increase all over again, right? If we're seeing oil move up, anything you're buying in the store is potentially going to increase in price again. So might be a scenario, I'm not saying panic buy, but maybe a little bit of, non-perishable stuff like that, because we are seeing that oil is about to potentially break out again here and move to the upside. So we saw this massive run up in 21. Hey, what do we see with the food cost, right? What do we see? The food just continued to go up. And that's direct relation with oil prices for transportation. So that's why I have food up today, just to give you heads up. Hey, maybe you go and you stock up a little bit, because if you have non-perishables that are going to be raising in prices again, might do you some good to have some extra on hand. All right, let's get back into everything regular. All right, let's look at STM. I wanted to throw that in so you guys have a heads up of what I'm seeing. We always use risk management, right? Risk management in life based on what we see in the market. Also, heads up, we saw massive prints before the shutdown in March of 2020. I did all my shopping. I was done the day before they locked down the world. So take it with a grain of salt, do whatever you want, but just a heads up. All right, and then I started to do extra shopping, and my husband's like, why are you doing apocalypse shopping? I said, well, you know, I see that there's probably going to be some major inflation, and so, hey, I'm going to stock up now while it's cheap. And then later, a year later, you know what, that was really smart of you. I'm like, yeah. Risk management in life. Okay, 904 million here. So STM, we are breaking down, right? We filled the gap over here. Is it going to come down to the next gap move down, 48.80? If we break that, look for 48, 47.80, 47.40, and 46.75. Ultimate target down here, 46.25. Brenda, did you have any that you wanted to check out when I get done? FTNT. Whew. Say Pablo, so not looking good. No buenos. We are down below the major moving averages. Let's just change the landscape for a second. 3-day, okay, maybe down to 71.12 will be the ultimate. That's where we came down before earnings last time. You can see it touched at last earnings. So that would be my longer term target, 71, what did I say, 71.16? 71.12. All right, let's pull it on over here. So intraday, if it goes above 64, or if we go below 61 and 64, if you are new and you're going, why does she have the float there? Float will tell you a bit more about the speed with which it could potentially move. So a low after hours yesterday of 59.11. If we were to break down further, watch the 60 and then 59.11 target level. Did I already save this? Sorry, doing multiple things here. I did. All right, let's make this bold over here. Earnings. Icon Enterprises. He's getting burned this year. Oof. Bad move down before earnings and crashed again. Look, we are not far away from the low down here at 20. Bigger picture, and it looks like it just wants to melt. So let's put that there. Let's put that there and see where we are on the off the cliff. Sorry, sometimes I make myself laugh with the, how would you feel if you're a Carl Icahn and you saw your valuation of your company drop 30% overnight on the stock market? Ooh, that's not good to wake up to, is it? Having your morning coffee. No, make it stop. This is a trade that he cannot get out of, right? This is company. There's no getting out of that easily. I'll leave it at 26. Ouch. That's gotta hurt. All right, so if we go below 22, watch for 2160, then 21, 2080, 2050, and then 20. All right, let's check out Apple's earnings. Apple looking like it broke down off of this upward trend. Again, let's look here, 3-day. Where does it tend to go? It tends to pull back in general on the 3-day to that 15 EMA. So 187. So my target for today would be potentially that 187.71, right? If we were to go below that, 180.42, but it tends to, it comes down to it and bounces. Then that was a resistance for us, support. It likes to hang around there if it gets close to it. So if it pulls back, first I'd watch that 15 at 187.71 and then the 180.42. Let's look at the intraday trade. And we are below some volume. All right, so 188 and 185. 185, 185. Undo all that. Apple, 185, 188. Morning jazz and stocks. QS, oof, QuantumScape. This is not looking so pretty. Look at that, it lost 50% value in 4 days. Ouchie, what's going on? Why are these all having massive moves? Icon, QuantumScape. Wouldn't that be ironic if QuantumScape was owned by Icon? All right, so 888. And look at that, 777. It stopped right there. I'm just going to have to leave that at 777. Because it stopped over here. Boom. Held up as support. Already tested it twice. Will it hold the third time? If it breaks down, watch for a move to 760, 733. Merci, Brenda. All right, there we go. Let's do, oh, did I just save that? You know what, I just think I did. No, I did it, right, okay. Which one's moving? SPY. All right, that's okay, we haven't mapped it out for our directions for the trade yet. Okay, so DraftKings, we were testing, broke out, came back, tested the trend line, and now we're pulling back a little bit of a dark cloud cover after earnings, but this, they definitely took out some shorts and potentially selling up there. So let's see positive earnings, or so they reported. Let's see what the market does with it today. So up above 34.50 here for our point of control move or below 33.20. 420. Oh, I saw a funny note that in Colorado, they had this mile marker that was 420. So they replaced it with 419.99. Let's see, 420 mile marker, 419.99. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is, images. So they changed it because the 420 million made me think of it. They changed it from 420 to 419.99 because so many people had stolen it. So they changed it. 0.99. Isn't that funny? Because so many people kept stealing it. Guess there's a lot of 420 Club members out there. Did I save it already? All right. And DraftKings' earnings. Let's check DDOG too. Not earnings yet for DDOG, but bigger mover. So we came back, hit the 28 and bounced. Look at that. You see? 28 bounce. When we look at it on a 3-day, hit the 8. Right? So this one tends to ride that as well. Boom, right on up. So let's see if we're able to reclaim 110. Oh, 420 is like the pot smokers. Hey, it's 420. You have to go and smoke. I don't know why. All right, 113.20 and 115. See, back in history. All right, so if it clears 118, that's the next big potential, 120 and then up to 125. Looks like a giant cup, doesn't it? Giant rounded bottom on DDOG. We already did AMD for Roger. Let's see if it has changed at all. $113.40 came down and tested. I'm going to move it down here to 113.20 because it did pop down there, and move this up to 114.60. So a little adjustment there. Did we have? Oh, look at this. What is this? What is this? Maybe that was late buying, right? Late buying over there. So maybe this is going to continue higher. Oh, is that the number for the crime? Let's just do a, why is 420 so popular? While I map this out. I just always associate it with pot. I don't know the reason why behind it. Okay, so net, yes, we are in earnings trade here with 284 million. And we had earnings after hours, 65. What do we have for our point of control today? Well, we are above it for sure. 71.60 and 70.20. All right, and then we have Amazon. I don't know why I didn't just make that all bold too at the same time. All right, people are hot on Amazon already this morning. 141.50 and 139.50. $351.60 and $353. Yeah, Roger. I don't know why I took the picture. Why I set that up. Escape. Okay. 351.60 and 353. The Russell 193.80. And 195.20. Q's. All right, 374. That's the red one. Let's bring it up here. So we need to break up above 376, 377, or 374 here. Right now our point of control is down here. We could likely see a test at 376.16, but the big test would be up here at 376.80. Otherwise, it's like being in the box in New York City. Don't get stuck in the box. You're gonna get a painful ticket because it could trade sideways and you could just have losses. While it's in the box, it might be a nice sell an iron condor so that you can just make profit right there. All right, let's go here. Advance it a bit. 449.50 and 451. The Q's is more volatile, 3-point spread versus $1.50 on the SPY. So the SPY might, but the SPY is down a bit more. Let's look at the Q's here. Q's, yeah, we're testing. So if it breaks up above, we might go to 377.68, right? 378, really over here, 378.20. Likely a bigger move to the upside. Gap fill up to 381. So keep an eye on that for the Q's. Nice little gap fill there. And we also have a gap fill on the SPY. If we get up to 452.80, watch for gap fill test 454, 454.15, up to 455. Anything else you guys want to check out for today? Also, if you have any ideas, I'm thinking about changing everything to maybe go via Twitter. Not sure about your thoughts on that. Let me know. To do like a Twitter subscription with then private links to YouTube. So let me know what you think about that. It's a thought, because then I can set everything up so that it's private and you guys just get access that way. Let me know about that in the comment section below. Just thinking about changing the structure. Let me know. All right, maybe changing pricing as well. That is the list for today. If you have any other questions, please feel free to put it in the comments or shoot me an email at carpeprofit@gmail.com. Have an amazing day. Oh, and why is it so popular? We didn't do this. Why is it so popular? 420 celebrations. Here you go. I'll put it in the chat. You guys can learn as well with me. And there you go. There is the article. Have a great one.